Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be discussing the AUGS in Phantom Forces. The AUGS are a weapon family which are kind of known for their low recoil and mediocre damage, but often are quite effective longer ranges. But yeah, anyway, before we get into this I just need to explain a couple things. First off, in case you haven't noticed, I've got a new microphone, it sounds really sexy. Also, I've had COVID, or I have COVID, and I've been feeling really ill the last couple of days, which is why I haven't uploaded. Oh yeah, and also all these guns are ranked from worst to best, so number 5 is the worst, number 1 is the best. But yeah, anyway, let's just jump straight into it. So, number 5, we have the Aug HBAR. This gun is an LMG and has an unlocked rank of 27. It does 31 to 23 damage with damage ranges of 90 to 190 studs. Has a 650 RPM, so quite slow. It is the slowest out of the AUGs. This makes the gun quite poor in CQC. Really, the Aug HBAR isn't very effective close range, which is a bit annoying because it is an LMG, so it also comes with quite a lot of vertical recoil, the 4-shot kill close range, and also the 650 RPM really does mean it gets outclassed by a lot of guns. As I've already brushed over, the vertical recoil is there, but it is minimal. But it is the worst out of any of the AUGs, but also that is expected because it is an LMG. I just accidentally ejected a disc from my Xbox with my feet. It has a 42 round mag, which is pretty good. It's not massive for an LMG at all. I just turned my Xbox off with my feet. It's not massive for an LMG at all when you have guns like the M60 and the HK21 both having 100 round mags. But 42 is definitely, it's pretty good, it's pretty good. This gun does feel a lot like an assault rifle and a battle rifle had a baby. This gun overall is okay. It did get nerfed in the past. It used to be incredibly good. But I just don't see a reason to use it in its current state over any other AUG, basically. Especially the assault rifles. Like, all the other AUGs have better CQC damage, a faster EPM, and less vertical recoil, and less recoil overall. So I don't get why you would use this, but it certainly is a good gun. The only time I generally choose this gun is if I'm going on warehouse, because it kind of gives me an excuse to use an LMG but not feel too scummy. But yeah, the setup I use on this gun is the delta sight, the compensator, the stubby grip, and the laser. But yeah, moving on to the next gun. So, number 4, we have the Aug A1. This unlocks at rank 20, it's the lowest unlock out of any AUG. Does 30 to 23 damage with a damage range of 75 to 190 studs. 680 RPM, so it's not that good in CQC. However, I personally never have a problem with it in close range. I did really pop off in the footage you're seeing. I went ham on Metro with it. It has very low recoil, possibly the lowest out of any of the AUGs, and good hip fire accuracy, and it can beam long range. However, the slow RPM does kind of knock its long range potential down a little bit, because the TTK long range is a bit slower because it's a 5-shot kill long range and also has only a 680 RPM, which isn't fantastic. Being unlocked at rank 20 is perfect for this gun because it's incredibly easy for low ranks to kind of, get the gist of and use, because it feels very clean overall with the low recoil. Overall, there's nothing exceptional about this gun. It's a very average assault rifle, apart from its recoil, which we've already addressed is very good. It does also have an awful reload time of 2.7 seconds not empty, which is but 3.8 seconds empty, which is fucking horrendous. But yeah, the setup I would use on this gun is the delta sight, compensator, folding grip, and the laser. But yeah, moving on to number 3. So at number 3 we have the Aug A3 PARA. This is the highest unlock out of any AUG, unlocks at rank 80. This gun's also an SMG, so its damage ranges are a little bit different. It has 24 to 19 damage with damage ranges of 40 to 90 studs. A good mag size of 33. A lot of SMGs at this rank have around a 25-ish mag, like the Chris Vector, that has a smaller mag. The Chris Vector is considerably better than this gun at close range, but at long range it's not, but at close range it is. This also has the highest RPM out of any AUG, 780 RPM. It also has the shortest reload, but it's still not that short for an SMG. It has a 3.1 second reload off empty. Obviously this has incredibly low recoil, it is an AUG, and it competes with AR's mid-ranges. It has a 3-shot kill up to 40 studs, which obviously is helpful with a 780 RPM, but it's outclassed in CQC by quite a lot of SMGs, such as the PPSH, the Chris Vector, as I've previously mentioned, the Foul Para Shorty, even stuff like the M3A1 and the and the L2A3 are probably a bit better than this. Even some ARs outclass this gun in CQC. Even the Aug A2 outclasses this gun in CQC, where it does actually step up above a lot of SMGs a bit. It does have okay close range potential while also having mid to occasionally long range potential as well, which is really helpful. It also has good hipfire accuracy, which helps with CQC. Overall, it's a good gun, but there's no reason to use it over the Aug A3 or the Aug A2 again. Even the Aug A1, you could probably use it, although this is better than the Aug A1. The Aug A1 covers longer ranges better, but overall this gun is pretty good, and the setup I was using it is the delta sight, the compensator, the folding grip, and the green laser. But yeah, moving on to number 2 on this list, this is the Aug A2. This has an unlock rank of 39, and does 34 to 20 damage with damage ranges of 50 to 135 studs. It has 700 RPM, so that's pretty good for an AR. I always like ARs with around a 700 to 750 RPM. It has a 3-shot kill range further than the Aug A3 PARA, even though it's an AR of 50 studs instead of 40 studs. It is also 80 RPM slower when it comes to fire rate, so it kind of cancels each other out. Also has incredibly good hipfire accuracy. I would personally use this over the Aug A3 PARA for CQC, because also if you do need to find LRC, obviously it's an AR and it has incredibly low recoil because it's an AUG, so it can do that very easily. And it's a 5-shot kill long range instead of a 6-shot kill. It does have slightly aggressive initial kick, but this is fixed really easily with the stubby grip. And there is also a bit of horizontal recoil. That is mainly just because it packs a bit more of a punch than a lot of other AUGs. It even has higher initial damage than the Aug HBAR, even though the HBAR is an LMG. The reload is on the slower side with 2.6 seconds not empty, and a bit of a shit 3.7 seconds reload from empty. The setup I'd use on this gun is the delta sight, the compensator, the stubby grip, and the laser. One quick note I will say about this gun is it does outclass both the Aug A3 and the Aug A1 in close range, but it doesn't for longer ranges, which is why I've placed the next gun where it is. So yeah, moving on to the number 1 spot. So in my opinion, the best AUG in the game is the Aug A3. This has an unlock rank of 52 and does 32 to 21 damage with damage ranges of 70 to 140 studs. Now obviously 32 to 21 damage isn't fantastic damage, but it has a 720 RPM and incredibly minimal recoil. This gun literally beams cross map fairly easily. I've used this gun more than any other AUG. I have 2,000 around, I think 2,000 to like 2.2k or something like that on the Xbox version of Phantom Forces, and 600 kills on the PC version of Phantom Forces. Although its CQC damage isn't the best, being a 4-shot kill, due to the 720 RPM it can keep you alive in CQC engagements, also aided by the hipfire, which is also very good. My favourite way to use this gun is definitely on Desert Storm. It will literally get you vote kicked. It is so good. I drop like 60 kills consistently with this gun whenever I go on Desert Storm, and that's on the PC version where I'm worse. On the Xbox version I drop like 80. The setup I use on this gun is the Coyote sight, the compensator, the folding grip, and the blue laser. Now actually I want to talk about why I use the Coyote sight and not the Delta sight quickly. The Coyote sight actually has a slightly higher magnification than things like the reflex sight and other like mid-range sights, which really aids with obviously long-range performance because you can see slightly further. I believe the reflex is like a 2 times and the Coyote is a 3 times, I think. The AUG isn't just the best assault, the AUG isn't just the best AUG, it's the best assault rifle for long ranges, hands down. There is not a single assault rifle which I can think of which would generally beat this gun in long range. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you did enjoy. Remember, this is only my opinion. If you have a different opinion on where any of these guns sit on the list, please comment your own list down below. If you think I placed the Aug A3 too highly or the Aug HBAR too lowly, please let me know. But yeah, thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe. If I have sounded funny throughout this video, as I've already said, I do have COVID, so that's why. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.